Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining us, we're treating module 5 today, and I would like you to start from module 1 so that you can properly understand when we get to the practical classes. So just very quickly today, we will be discussing the common cosmetic terms and definitions. Common cosmetic terms and definitions. First on our list, we have actives. So actives are ingredients which are proven clinically effective. For example, we have salicylic acid, which has proven clinically effective to get rid of acne and to just clear the pores. And we have alpha hydroxy acid, vitamin B, vitamin A, kojic acid. We have a lot of those ingredients that have proven clinically effective, whether for lightening, brightening, or for anti-aging, or for getting rid of eczema or any form of skin condition. Those are active ingredients. Secondly, we have added extras. Added extra materials have a nice story but not proven results. So added extras can simply be defined as all those ingredients that you make use in your cosmetic formulation just for the claim. So added extra doesn't mean the ingredient is not efficient. It just means you're probably using it at low percentage just so that you can claim, oh, I also have kojic acid in my skincare, or I also have licorice or mulberry fruit extract in my skincare, but it is not at a percentage where it is active or gives like an effective result, kind of. Okay, so thirdly, we have antioxidant. Antioxidant help protect the formula against rancidity, color or odor changes that can occur to plants or essential oils. They are not preservatives. So I'm sure some people believe that the antioxidants in their product helps preserve the product, and this is why I have in the notes that they are not preservatives. They are not preservatives. They just help to guide against color change and odor changes and rancidity in your product. So if you have like a body oil, like if you're making say glow oil or body butter that has just butters and oils, the reason why you do not put preservative in those is because technically you don't need to preserve oils, right? You just need to add antioxidants so that it stays fresh. Okay. So thirdly, we have chelating agents. Chelating agents bind to metals, ions that may be present in hard water or formulas. They can also help boost antioxidant and preservative performance. So an example of chelating agents, we have disodium EDTA, tetrasodium EDTA. When choosing an ingredient, okay, we are going to get to this. When choosing an ingredient, you need to be sure your ingredients are pH compatible. So we'll get to pH in our next class. That is module 6. We also have on the list emulsifiers. So emulsifiers are those ingredients that help you to properly bind water and oil together in your formula. So for example, if you want to make a lotion and you do not have emulsifier, water and oil does not mix, right? They will separate, but an emulsifier helps you bring it, bind both water and oil together, and also help your ingredients to mix properly. We also have thickeners. An example of thickener is xanthan gum, carboma. They are mainly used in shower gels and serum, just so to increase the viscosity of the product. We have aesthetic ingredients. Aesthetic ingredients are those ingredients that has like smell, like a nice smell, or that are responsible for the smell and color and feel of your product. They are totally optional. Some people do not use aesthetic ingredient, but aesthetic ingredients helps your product to look pretty. We also have humectants. They give moisture, suppleness, and smoothness to the skin. So an example of humectant is aloe vera gel, propanediol 1,3. We also have sodium lactate, glycerin. Those are example of humectants. They help to draw moisture from the environment to your skin, so it gives you like a fresh, supple skin. We also have occlusives, to emollients, which can, I basically refer to all of them as lipids. So plant oils, silicones, and just generally white oils like mineral oil, isopropyl myristate, and dimethicone, and so on. We also have hydrophobic. So an ingredient or is hydrophobic when it tends to repel or fail to mix with water. Hydrophobic ingredients do not mix or dissolve in water. So example of hydrophobic ingredient, we have oils. Ingredients that are soluble in oil or not soluble in water are hydrophobic. We also have hydrophilic. So hydrophilic is the opposite of hydrophobic, which is tending to mix with, dissolving, or be wetted by water. So hydrophilic ingredients are water-loving ingredients. We also have amphoteric ingredients. These ingredients are water and oil soluble. So there are some ingredients that are water and oil soluble at a particular temperature or at a particular pH. For example, we have Seppi White. There's a kind of Seppi White that is water and oil soluble. When we get to the practical classes, you get to see some of these ingredients and how they interact with solvents. We also have anhydrous. So products containing no water are anhydrous products. For example, you have your body oil. We have body butters that contain no water. They are anhydrous products. So, like I said earlier, anhydrous products are example of products that do not need preservatives. You just need antioxidants. We also have pH adjusters. pH adjusters help products suit the preservatives or actives selected or suit the skin. We need a pH adjuster in every formula. So because the skin has a particular pH, right? Everybody's skin is between 4.5 to 5.5, which is slightly acidic. When you're formulating a product or choosing ingredients, you need to choose ingredients that are pH compatible so that it can suit the skin properly. And after choosing a pH product, ingredients that are pH compatible, it doesn't mean when you done making the product, the pH will be at the right pH you want it to be, right? You just need a pH adjuster so that you can adjust your pH to what number you want. So if you want a pH of 6 or a pH of 4.5 or a pH of 5, you need a pH adjuster to achieve this. We make use of acids to reduce pH, and then we make use of sodium hydroxide to increase the pH. It's sodium hydroxide solution. So sodium hydroxide dissolved in water would increase the pH of the solution. When we get to practical classes, you see how adjusting pH of a product is properly done. We also have preservatives. Preservatives helps protect against microbial contamination. I'm sure we know this. We know about preservatives before now. So they help to preserve your products, especially products that contain water. They help to preserve those products. We also have surfactants. Surfactants are the materials that create bubbles and clean well in wash-up products. So surfactants are basically like soaps. So we have some example of natural surfactants: sodium cocoa isethionate, cocamidopropyl betaine, decyl glucoside. Those are surfactants, and they are used commonly in face wash and shower gel, in soaps generally. So we also have like practical classes to show you how to make liquid soap with surfactant instead of using the regular hot processed liquid soap with potassium hydroxide. So when we get to those practical classes, you get to see these things I'm talking about come to life. Next, we have water alternatives. Water alternatives are used to make your product smell and feel nicer and than just using ordinary water. So, usually we use distilled water for products, but instead of using maybe a 50% water, you can decide that, you make your water 30% and your water alternatives 20%. So, example of water alternatives are hydrosols, like and herbal waters like rose water, lavender hydrosol. So there are different water alternatives you can use in your product. They are completely optional, but they give your product a nice smell, a nice feel, and sometimes a nice color. Then next we have emulsion. These are white, most times white, especially if you do not add aesthetic ingredients. Those are like colors, right? If you do not add pretty colors, emulsions are usually white looking cream stroke lotion that form when we mix oil and water together. So when you use when you mix oil and water together with an emulsifier added in it, you create an emulsion. So example of emulsions, your cream, your lotions are emulsions. Then next we have homogeneous. This is a more scientific way of saying evenly dispersed. So homogeneous means that you have for example, you have blended your lotion and all ingredients are evenly dispersed in the lotion. You don't have maybe a concentrate of ingredients at the bottom or at the top. All ingredients are evenly dispersed. Then we have aqueous, meaning the product contains water. Then estrogens, they causing the contraction of skin cells and other body tissues. Example of estrogens, we have witch hazel, distilled vinegar, rubbing alcohol. Then we also have pH. Okay, so I know I spoke about pH adjuster earlier before now. pH is an acronym for potential hydrogen. pH refers to the quantity stroke amount of hydrogen in a product. It is the measure of how acidic or alkaline a product is. It is worthy to know that only water containing products should have their pH measured. So you cannot check the pH of body oil or body butters that are anhydrous. You cannot do that. You can only check the pH of products containing water. Lastly, we have solubilizers. So solubilizers are those ingredients that helps dissolve other ingredients. So for example, we have glycols, glycerin. Glycerin is an humectant and it can also help solubilize some ingredients. And these ingredients, apart from water, they are water is also a solubilizer, like so, but there are other solubilizers apart from oils and water. They fall under this category. Last, we have penetration enhancers. So penetration enhancers are those ingredients that help your active ingredients in your product travel far beneath your skin, because sometimes a lot of time when we make products, the reason why some brands products are not effective is because the ingredients are not bioavailable at the point where you need them to work. So at the dermis, right? If you um if you were following the previous classes when we explained the skin and the skin layer, you understand what I'm talking about now. So you need your product to be bioavailable at a certain point in your skin, and penetration enhancers help your active ingredients to travel that fast so that you can reap the benefit of those ingredients. So that is the end of today's class. I'll see you in the next class. Bye bye.